Howdy, howdy. We've got a great stack of books today. A couple books that didn't even come from the comic book shop. I'd like to share with you that first. Got some great books on consignment, got some great books from trades, and then quite a big stack, including some more impulse buys because I just can't help myself. Everything sounds good to read. So grab your coffee, grab your soda, grab your water, grab whatever you got to drink, and let's look at what we got this week. First, a couple books that actually didn't come from the comic shop. My wife actually found these at an antique store, and she's so cool. So she actually called me, and she was like, "Hey, they got a bucket of comics here. Do you want me to look and see if there's anything you want?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." I had zero expectations, but literally like the fourth or fifth books in the bin were some Mike Baron Badger, and I was like, "Yes, absolutely." I do collect a lot of Chuck Dixon, but also Mike Baron. Those two guys are kind of like hand in hand to me. And Badger is someone that I don't know a lot about, but I wanna get these and collect them, see if I can get a full run. And yeah, so I thought that was really cool, really good find. Everything else they had was like some old westerns, pulpies, a couple of classics, but nothing that was too affordable out of the dollar bin, so to speak. And this one was recommended by my LCS. She's been in the comic world for a long time, and she called this one recommended reading. So I was like, hey, for $5, yeah, sure, let's do it. So Black Belt Hamsters, no idea what's going on here, but she said it's like your classic 90s silly action comics. So I was like, yeah, sure, why not? It'd be a good rainy day read. And same thing with this one. This is Wild Dog. Don't know anything about it. I think this one is before the 90s, but she said this is pretty much like a good read, required reading, and it was even cheaper. So I was like, yeah, okay, sure, why not? And I'm curious. This is a run 1, 2, 3, 4, but the number 3, the DC label is blue. I wonder why that is. And then I got this one. This is just another Punisher Spider-Man. Seems to be something I'm accidentally collecting. Did not pay $10 for it. I believe she said this is the second Punisher appearance in Spider-Man. This is Spider-Man Annual. So I was like, yeah, you know what? Let me go ahead and grab that one because I have the, not the first appearance, but at least maybe I can have the second appearance of Punisher and Spider-Man. I also have another Spider-Man Punisher book. So those are books that I got that she had on consignment, and I got a few trades for the week. The new DC Compact, Superman, Batman, Jeff Loeb. This one, I believe Wes from Thinking Critical said, yeah, this one's pretty much good reading. And I just like the way the colors really kind of stand out. And it's not like they're popping, but I just like the way it looks on this paper that they're using for the DC Compact. So really enjoying these. And now I'm super excited for this one because I've been waiting for this one. It feels like forever. Grommets by Rick Remender. On paper, this should not appeal to me. This is let me read the summary here, or the synopsis. An authentic look at 80s skate culture, a snapshot of a generation that turned skating into a worldwide phenomenon. On paper, this should not relate to me because I'm not a skater. I did not grow up in the 80s, or barely grew up in the 80s. And so this should not on paper appeal to me, but I hear nothing but good things about this book. So this is definitely like one that, it's not going to speak to me specifically. I'm not going to collect it, but I'll trade weight it because I hear it's a great story. And so I don't know much anything else about it other than, again, I hear nothing but good things about it. Like it's one of the best reads of 2024. So I said, okay, I guess I'll get it on trade. And they finally came out with it. Finally, I say. It's, July? So yeah, I thought that was an obvious get. And then finally, if you're a huge Western fan, check out Distillery's The Blood Brothers Mother. This book, this series has taken, feels like a year and a half to come out because, Distillery by itself already does like one of these big issues every quarter. And then Diamond slowed them down. I'm sure the book went through some stuff, but it's by Brian Azzarello. But I got it because it looks like a really good Western, and man, it is really good. Let me show you the inside here, because you get the big distillery format, which some of the distillery books don't really. It doesn't really matter. This one I think matters because the art, it really shines on that large format. So I'll have a review of this hopefully on Monday, and I have the full set. And in fact, I actually got tired of these distillery books. I don't think I'm going to be collecting the singles because they come out so infrequently, and I just can't deal with that. I mentioned in one of my other videos that every other month is about my limit. So unless it's someone like Hickman on Avengers versus Aliens, if you're going to do more than every other month, man, it's really tough for me to do the singles. Like, I almost want to trade weight on that. But this is one that I started collecting. I didn't even realize it was going to be once a quarter. And of course, like I said, Distillery just took their time. So this is a 4-issue series. I'll have read the whole thing. There's just a few distillery books that I'm really enjoying, but this is one of them. So if you're a huge fan of Westerns, this one is beautifully done, very well written, very good at characters with the boys. I think you'll really enjoy that one. All right, so that is the trades. And I know Distillery, this one isn't technically a trade, but it's big and thick enough that I consider it a trade. All right, let's look at the books that we've got left, and still quite a bit. I didn't pull all these, but, again, just my LCS owner is really good at making things sound like I want to read it. So let's start with Marvel, starting with Bring on the Bad Guys, Abomination. This is the third Bring on the Bad Guys. I didn't get the second one. When I pre-ordered them, I didn't realize they were going to kind of run as a series. So I got the Doom one because it looked good. I got this one, I think, because that's Philip Kennedy Johnson. I hope I'm not mistaken, which is almost an automatic pull for me. So I haven't read the second one, The Green Goblin, but I'll read this one and kind of decide, do I want to go back and get the second one? Do I want to pull the rest of the Bring on the Bad Guys? I didn't realize they were going to be, I thought it was a series of one-shots, again, because that stupid thing that they just put at #1 on each issue. So I thought they were going to be a series of one-shots. But I hope it's good. And if it's good, then I'll get the other one and I'll pull the rest of the Bring on the Bad Guys and keep reading those. We also got Imperial by Hickman. I will always pull Hickman. It's just an automatic pull for me. And I didn't pull the X-Men stuff because I wasn't reading comics then, but everything since then, Gods, Wolverine Revenge, obviously Imperial now, his other books, Avengers versus Aliens, automatic pull for me. And I really, really enjoyed issue 1. I enjoyed it, I think, more than anyone else. I like when Hickman gets a playground to play in that's not really being affected by anything else. So I'm really enjoying this one. Now, my LCS owner did say you get a little bit more out of this if you read Gods that came out last year or 2 years ago, which I do have the trade of, but I haven't read it yet. So I am going to probably hold off on this one and read the Gods trade first. It kind of just depends on what my schedule is, really. If it gets to the weekend and I haven't even finished my stack, I'll probably just read it and just get it over with. But ideally, I want to read Gods first before reading Imperial to see maybe something else that no one else is going to see. And then I got The World to Come, last Marvel book. Only, I guess, 3 Marvel books this week. That's about par for the course. I tried to get the omnibus of Black Panther Marvel Knights run. They only had the first 2 volumes of trades. I always prefer the volumes, the trades, rather than the omnibus, just because I like to hold the soft cover. But they had the omnibus, but I really wanted it, but I didn't have enough consignment credit with the shop, and I was one purchase away from getting a coupon. So I couldn't swing it because it was too expensive. So I couldn't get the omnibus, but I'll continue reading this one, and maybe I'll have some more consignments get sold and I'll have enough credits to cover it. Because I don't like to buy omnibuses. It's a little bit of a sticker shock, but if I have enough credit to cover it, then I'll do that. But The World to Come, I enjoyed issue 1. Even though I had no idea what was going on, I still enjoyed just walking into this world of, man, what is going on here? And seeing these characters in situations that I'm not quite familiar with. So I thought that was really cool. And one of the workers at the LCS is a big fan of it. And so she actually helped me, find the volumes and find the omnibus.
But yeah, so this is really enjoyable. So I have no idea what's going on in this one, but I'm enjoying every second of it. Funny story. Did you feel that way with Superman? My daughter seemed to be really confused when she saw it. She's like, is this the second one? And I said, no, it's the first one. She's like, is it a remake? And I was like, not kind of, sort of, not really. James Gunn seems to be very purposefully dropping you in the middle of the world. And that's how I feel when I watch, when I read The World to Come. All right, going on to DC, I've got quite a few DC books because DC is just killing it mostly. Absolute Batman. I hear really good things. I might read this first just because I keep seeing spoilers pop up on my X feed. So I'll probably read this very first. But man, Ultimate Bane is insane. I know everyone made fun of him for the pinhead, but man, he was just horrifying in the first issue of his appearance, issue 9. So really looking forward to this one. Absolute Batman, man, might be my pick of the week. Now, on the opposite end, we've got Dan Slott's Superman Unlimited. This is the make or break issue. And this is one of those things where I feel bad for saying it because I like Raphael Albuquerque with his work on Mark Miller. But this one, the art really whiffed on the first issue for me. Second issue was better. I'm interested in the story, but I'm still kind of half and half on this. So this is going to be the make or break. Now, I do like that we've got that classic homage cover. The Towering Terror of Toyman. I love that. And Crypto, I'm all in on Crypto. I know a lot of people are out on him, but I'm super enjoying what Crypto's doing. So I know he's getting a little bit of overexposure. I think Superman might be at risk of overexposure. But this is a lot of fun. I hope it's a lot of fun and will be really good to read. If not, unsubscribe from the poll list. Now, this has been really fun. Batman and Robin, Year 1. Chris Samney, I love his art. And so to have this cover, I don't remember if this is the A cover, if I requested this cover, but really, really enjoying this book. Unfortunately, a lot of people are missing it because it's Mark Waid, but it is what it is. Everyone can read or not read whatever they want. But I'm super enjoying this one. This one is one of my favorite reads of the year. And then another Waid book, Batman, Superman, World's Finest. By the way, do you sort this under Batman, Superman, or do you sort it under World's Finest? I don't know exactly where to sort it. I think Legal Comic Geeks puts it under B, so that's where I sort it. But I feel like it should be under W. We got another classic homage cover here with the Joker head on there, right? I love that. Is there a theme? Is DC going with more homage covers like this? Is this coming back? I don't know. But we got Bizarro characters here. So Bizarro Superman, Bizarro Batman, I'm assuming. He's using a plunger gun? I don't know. I hope it's not another Batman Who Laughs situation. Bizarro Robin. And this is crazy. It almost looks like zombies. Look at that. We got zombie Bizarro Lois Lane and Jimmy Olsen. I don't know. That seems interesting. It doesn't seem like a misleading cover, but I hope it'll be good. And then Crypto, Last Day of Krypton. I like the unique take of issue 1. I'm not completely sold on this, but issue 1 was interesting. Basically, we get a little bit of a, I don't know if it's, I guess it is continuity because it's DC All In. But Crypto apparently was found by Lex Luthor first. So what's that about? I don't know, but we'll find out more. I think it was a pretty good retelling of Crypto's origin story. But yeah, apparently when he landed on Earth, Lex was the first person he came across. Interesting. And then we got Robin and Batman, Jason Todd. This one seems to be very controversial if you are a Jason Todd fan. People did not like his characterization in the first issue, but I didn't have a problem with it. I'm wondering if they're going to turn this into a Black Label, actually, because it does have actually a spine. I haven't seen a floppy with that in a long time, except for their Black Label books. So I'm wondering if this is a Black Label book. Or if they maybe was gonna be one and they changed their mind. I don't know. People are saying that Jason Todd's just not a good representation, not accurately represented. He's a little bit of a hothead as a kid, whereas he should have been a hothead. He should have been a normal Robin and then turned into his hot-headed self after the Joker killed him, shot him. I'm not exactly sure what happened. But anyways, I'm still enjoying it. The art is interesting. The art is unique. But that's what kind of feels like a Black Label. All right, and then on to indies. I had even more impulse buys here. And this is one of those that, again, was not on my pull list, but my LCS owner sold me on it. well, not even sold me on it, but described it in a way that I was like, oh, I might actually like that. This is Post Malone's Big Rig, and I appreciate these celebrities trying to make it in comics. I think there was a Charlemagne one, and there was another one that I didn't even pay attention to, but this one is like a demon truck, and a fallen pastor has to try to, I guess, intervene or something, or maybe he gets in the truck. I don't know. There's something about demons and a fallen pastor, and it sounded interesting, so I got it. I don't know, and then they had a blind box as well, but all it was just a bunch of comics, and that's what I don't want to happen with comic books. I don't want them to turn into trading cards. First of all, these are expensive trading cards. Well, I mean, there's always going to be expensive trading cards, but just like a base at the base standard level, I mean, that's an expensive trading card. Base trading card should be like 5 or 10 cents, or not even worth. just take it. But the blind box had 11 comics inside with a chance to hit a special cover, like a 1 in 100, 1 in 1,000. And I'm like, I don't want 11 copies of this. I just want one copy to read. And the other thing too is like they weren't even different copies. Like I saw online, people were opening one that had 11 books in it, but like 3 of one cover, 3 of another cover, a couple of other, and it's like, why do you want that? It's just it's literally trash. Like, I don't know. But anyways, but I will be reading it and see what that's about. And then I hear good things about this one, so I went ahead and got number 2, and then they had number 1 on the shelf. I hear really good things about Space Quest. I am loving Space Ghost. I'm not reading Johnny Quest. I don't know anything about Johnny Quest, but I figured I'd go ahead and give it a shot. Oh, this was thrown in. I think it was free. Yeah, because it doesn't have a barcode on it. Aquaman Shark Week. So a little corporate synergy there, because I'm sure WB, Warner Brothers owns, DC and Discovery. But yeah, I'll take a free Aquaman Shark Week, and hopefully it's not dumb or cheesy. This was an impulse buy, Ghost Pepper, and it really just comes down to Ghost Peppers by Image Skybound. I saw the ad for this and I decided to skip it. But then my LCS owner really pushed that it was Skybound. And I was like, Skybound, they've been hitting pretty hard. They're almost like a ghost machine kind of in that realm for me. So I decided to go ahead and, all right, let's go ahead and try it. And of course, they had an Art Germ cover. So I was like, well, give me the Art Germ so I can at least try it. So yeah, we'll see if that's any good. Skybound's been crushing it. Now, of course, it's not Energon Universe. But I'll check it out. It's a wacky, wild, out there idea that could really only happen in comics. So I'm hoping I'll enjoy it for that. And The Witcher. Oh my goodness! I thought I pulled this, and I just happened to see number 2 on the shelf, and I was like, "Wait, that came out already?" Because I heard they were coming out with another Bear and Butterfly, or another Witcher called The Bear and the Butterfly. So I immediately swiped this off the shelf and made sure, this is the current run. And they didn't have number 1, so I had to go onto my comic shop online and get the number 1. But yeah, I was like, oh my goodness. So I'm loving the Witcher comics. I love Witcher. I read the books. I've played the game. Funny enough, I haven't played the expansion. I played the first expansion, Blood and Stone, or something like that. But I haven't played. Well, Blood and Wine is the second expansion. I haven't played that one. So I need to get on my gear, get on that. But yeah, I'm loving all the Witcher stuff. I want to have all the Witcher comics. I have the omnibus, of course, if I could afford it. There's another impulse buy. Since I read Wolverine Battles, What If Wolverine Fought Conan? Red Sonja was in there. It really piqued my interest about who Red Sonja is. So I figured I'd just grab this. This was another impulse buy. But Red Sonja Noir, it's a one-shot, why I was like, yeah, let's go ahead and try it. And okay, so guilty pleasure here. I don't know why I picked this up, but the number 1 was pretty interesting. Normally, Stephanie Phillips is a pass for me, but any author that's a pass for me is not an automatic pass when they do their own indie book. So Stephanie Phillips, can't stand her doing Marvel or DC stuff, big 2 stuff. But I did try her Distillery book. It was a sci-fi life something or other. I didn't like it. But this one, Red Before Black, is actually pretty enjoyable. Yeah, you got an undercover agent and then someone who was hired to kill her, but they kind of hit it off. And it's not a gay thing. It's like they're actually like becoming best buds. So I think this is the last issue. There's a lot of Florida man hijinks in there because it takes place in Florida. And so it's been pretty enjoyable actually. And so finally we got number 6. This one's been coming out, very randomly as well, but surprisingly I've gotten every issue. So of course I'll get the last issue and wrap it up. And this one is a sleeper hit. Mad Cave. This is the underworld universe that they were kind of building up to. Really enjoying this one. This is Revolution 9. She's kind of like John Wick meets Black Widow. So I super enjoying it. What else can I say? It's a fun read. And yeah, I'll check that out. G.I. Joe. Classic. Number 9. What can I say? It's been really good. We get more Baroness and CoverGirl finding out what's happening at their Paris trip. Looking forward to that. Battle Beast. I hear like we're gonna go to the king that prince's planet, but it's been a long time. So what hijinks are they gonna get into? That cover is wild. I almost got the negative cover, but I was like, nah, let me just get the regular cover. So this is just turn off your brain, have a good time. And then finally, we got some Ghost Machine, Red Coat, Simon Pure, but he's anything but. With the Northerner, looks like they're going to be doing some time travel, so I'm very excited for this one. And my LCS owner said that this does have some major unnamed universe implications. So, whew, man, I am so looking forward to this one. So we've got quite a bit of reads this week. I mean, some of them I'm not going to read right now, but as far as this week's pulls, which we got right here, I am probably, let's see, for DC, I think I'm probably most looking forward to Absolute Batman. I mean, I think everyone's going to be kind of looking most forward to that. So I'm most looking forward to that. On the indie side, I think I'm most looking forward to Redcoat. And then on the Marvel side, I'm actually probably most looking forward to Hickman because I am a big Hickman fan. Yes, I'm a sentiment, but super looking forward to that one. So I got some impulse buys that I'm kind of like, we'll find out. But I also got some good buys some pulls that I'm like, yeah, this could be a good week. And I think this is about a good balance week where I've got mostly indies, quite a few DCs, and just a few of the hopefully good Marvel books. Yeah, I know this one will be good. I know this one will be good. This one, we'll find out. But thank you guys for watching, like and subscribe and all that YouTube stuff. And I will see you all in the next video. Adios.